And welcome back. 25th of May, further maths 5 a day. Let's go straight to the first one. The nth term of a sequence is, so first of all, it's a quadratic sequence because there's an n squared there. By using completing the square, so it even tells me what to do, show that every term is positive. So I complete the square, that's going to give me n minus 5 squared minus 25 plus 27 is plus 2. And then I just need to make a clear argument. This is greater than 0 for all n. All I need to say, because it's squared, I need to write an essay about it being squared, and this is greater than 0, so therefore every term is greater than 0 for all n. And that little upside down a just means for all. Question done. Next question. Two ships A and B leave port at midday. Ship A travels on a bearing of 55, ship B on a bearing of 120. Now I read both because I want to get my diagram roughly correct. So 55 is in this direction and 120 is roughly in this direction. Now again, let's get the distances roughly correct. So 15 kilometers an hour and 25 kilometers an hour. So ship B goes further and it's doing that for 3 hours. So 3 times 15 is 45 and 3 times 25 is 75. So let's just make that notably longer. So I'm clearly acknowledging that, so 75. It just means I'm more likely to be able to see my answer looks roughly correct. So there, that's what ship A is, that's what ship B is, and I'll call, doesn't say here, does it? So I could say O or P for port, whichever one I want. Then it says, what is the bearing of ship A from ship B at 1500? So I need this bearing from here that goes around here like this. Now my approach is going to be, I'm going to work out this angle here. I know this angle here because it's co-interior with this angle here. So I know what that is. So therefore, this angle here is going to be the difference between the two. Then 360 minus that is the bearing that I need. Okay, we've got that. Let's start working out this bit by bit. So first of all, let's start working out AB. So it's a cosine rule question. And by the way, if you see my other videos, we've done a few of these. It's pretty similar questions each time. So cosine rule tells me that 45 squared plus 75 squared minus 2 times 45 times 75 times cos of the angle in between. Well, we didn't work that out, did we? Well, if this is 55 and the whole thing's 120, this is 120 minus 55, which is 65 degrees. So therefore it's cos of 65. So calculator out, all in one go, 69.263 kilometers. Now, what did I say I wanted? I want this red angle here, don't I? So I'm going to call this theta just so it's clear. So therefore sine theta over the opposite side, which is 45, is equal to sine of 65 that I know over AB that I've just worked out, which is 69.263, which means that theta is sine minus 1 of 45 times sine 65 divided by 69.263, which is equal to 36.07 degrees. Now, because bearings are no decimal places, I'm just going to call that 36.1 because that'll be close enough. Okay, let's bring this all together. So there's my north line for my B. I won't write B because I get in the way. I know that this angle here, so in other words, I'm looking at this green angle here, which is now red. That angle there is going to be 180 minus 120, which is going to be 60. So this whole angle is 60. I've then worked out, which I've just worked out, that the portion of the angle that gets me between, so in other words, the AB line, so this is the line that goes to A, I've now worked out that that part of the angle there is 36.1, which means, I'm going to do it a different color again, which means that this angle here is going to be 60 minus 36.1, which is equal to 23.9. Why does that matter? Because the bearing is all the way round to that line there that I've just drawn. So 360 minus 23.9 is equal to 336.1, which I'm just going to call 336 degrees as a bearing. And that's it, question done. I managed to use a few different colors there, but we got there. Happy with that one. Next, and I think final question. It's all one big question, isn't it? Okay, we've seen one like this before. Before I continue, this is a very difficult question, apart from the fact that all these numbers are negative. So suddenly it becomes less difficult because I don't have to worry about doing negatives and positives and working out difference between the two. So this one's not too bad. So let's start with AB. So the range, in other words, I want the smallest and largest value to give me an inequality. The smallest a can be is minus 2 times minus 1, which is 2. And I'm going to write AB in the middle. And the biggest AB can be is 7 times 5, which is 35. So therefore, it's between 2AB and 35. Very similar with a squared. The smallest a squared can be is 4, 2 times 2. That's a squared in the middle. And 7 times 7 is 49. So it's between 4 and 49. A divided by b is a bit trickier, but again, it's still all positive. So the smallest I can make it is going to be 2 divided by 5. So 2 over 5 is the smallest number I can have. In other words, the smallest number of a divided by the biggest number of b. Then it's ab in the middle, and then other way around. So the largest number of a, which is 7, divided by the smallest number of b, which is 1, which is just going to be 7. And that's it. Today done. Good mixed questions today, like the bearing question. If you see my videos, you've seen a few of these, so you should be quite good at those by now. As ever, let me know how they went for you. Like, subscribe. See you tomorrow.